Hit the record button.
Yeah. No, you can't come over here. You're going to have to figure it out over there.
I forgot to see how much recording time we had.
Not enough. Hooey.
I'll stand here.
Oh, gosh.
Let's check our hair. We always. Oh, let's put that hat back on.
I need a stopper on my chair so it doesn't roll.
Well, do they have locks for the chairs?
No.
Or just the table?
Just the table.
Your drink's gonna fall off.
I know.
Let's take a sip. It's gonna be
We
a
can't
long
see
one.
the horses.
We can see their. We can
We
see
can't
their
see
feet.
their feet.
Yeah.
Oh. What day is it? 21st? Okay. So what do you think?
Well, we better start sometime.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Peter and Lenine. We're at Always in Stitches in sunny Noblesville, Indiana.
We are the discombobulators.
Yeah, he's decided that if you only could see the back end of this situation with us trying to get ready, it's quite amusing.
We sat down to film this half an hour ago.
And it just-
In between that, we had the ironing board almost fall over. We had to lock the wheels on the table because it was rolling away.
I'm sitting on fabric bolts.
Lenine had to switch chairs
Yeah.
out because this
3
one
times.
this one is a sewing chair, so it has the small back to it.
But I sat on a phone book last time and I kept sliding. Well, now Cappy had the bright idea that I set on a couple of fabric bolts. So I'm on 2 fabric bolts so that I'm...
Cappy even says, no. Use this fabric bolt because this fabric bolt had more fabric on it.
And then we put...
And now the peanut gallery is standing here
Yeah,
looking
now
at
Cappy's
us.
looking at us like we're crazy. And then we have, I told Peter this morning, I said, get a quilt for the back to hang on the wall. He loves horses anyway, but he put a horse panel that you can't see the panel. You see the feet.
He can
Want
see
me to
the
move the
feet.
camera just for a minute?
No,
Oh, yeah.
we're recording.
Well, I mean, I can just lift
It's
it.
perfect. No,
Don't move
mess
it. Don't
with
touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it. It's perfect.
Don't touch it.
We have,
Because then it'll be another half an hour.
okay.
We don't have that much
Well-
time today.
Okay, so like I said, we're at Always in Stitches, and we do Flosstube about every other week, and I believe it's December 21st.
Sounds good.
Next week is Christmas, and I hope everybody's ready and having fun, whatever your celebration might be.
Yeah.
We have lots of things to talk about, but we're not very organized today because it's been kind of a hectic week. You know how everybody has those weeks right before Christmas.
And we're the discombobulators.
Yeah, and we're discombobulated anyway. So I want to share some. Peter had a really good idea that I would pull some 2023 finishes to have an end of the year finish parade. Well, I can't remember what I did in 2023, so I got one of those little Kodak cameras that Sherry on Colorado Cross Stitcher talks about, and I was taking these little teeny tiny like 2x3 little pictures, and I did it really, I kept at it pretty well except about June.
Yeah, you were doing a really good job.
I was, but I didn't finish up with it.
You were even recruiting other people to take pictures
Yes.
of their stuff and put it in
Yes.
the calendar.
Those little Kodak Instamatic, I'm sorry I don't remember the name of them, but they're really nice. They're about the size of a cell phone. And those are really nice to take photos with that you can keep track of things. I even took some of my grandkids and put them in my calendar. So that's kind of fun. But I have some 2023 finishes that I want to share with you. I don't necessarily know the names of the patterns, but some of them are on our floor as a sample. And like I said, I don't remember what I did. So
Yeah.
the first one I want to share with you is...
Oh, wait, but before you do that...
Oh, sorry. Oh,
But
yeah,
before
you gotta
do
have...
that-
Oh, yeah.
Before you do that...
Sorry, we have to have a knit,
a lot of my very sweet customers that shop here reached out to me and said, we love that you're showing all the little projects that you're into at the beginning of the episode. So I thought I'd go ahead and carry on with that.
I'm sorry, I forgot about our floss... What's it called?
I don't know.
Floss.
Yarn tube?
Yarn tube. Yeah, yarn tube. We have a little
Yeah.
yarn tube and a
Yeah.
little leather tube.
Yeah, we got yarn tube and leather tube.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to share with you what the advantages of knitting with 100% wool is. So I brought in these mittens that I had knit.
We went away. Why did we go away?
I don't know. It'll focus back eventually.
Oh, there we are. Oh, Peter, here we come. Okay.
Okay, so these are the gloves that I knit. Now, the reason why I brought these to show you is these are 2 years old that I wore all last year and this year. And I just wanted to show you how they look. Now, I haven't de-pilled them or anything. This is just the way they have been looking as I've been wearing them. When it gets really, really cold, I'll take another pair of mittens that I knit and I'll wear them inside, so I'll double up the mittens.
He doesn't like cold very well. Like he'll wear a sweatshirt in July because he's always cold.
And then the yarn is from the Galloway yarn. I might have to move the focusing because it's focusing, I don't know. It's having a hard time focusing on that navy sweater. But this is the Galloway wool that I use. It's a worsted weight wool, and the pattern I made up and just knit it as I go to figure out what kind of shaping I need.
You made that pattern up?
Uh-huh. Yep. I just started with so many stitches, knit a cuff for so long. Then I increased enough to, I had the thumb length I needed. And then, yeah.
I tried to mittens. Oh dear.
Are you the mitten knitter?
I tried to knit mittens one time.
Mittens?
Mittens. That's how my day's going. Donna tried to show me, and she finally just threw her hands up and went, "Never mind." You want to teach me?
I tried showing you one time.
Yeah, you did too. And
You still have that lumpy bumpy yarn.
I do have lumpy. Yeah, but I don't.
You're trying to find somebody to finish those mittens for you.
I finally took them out and just rolled my ball back.
Okay, wait a minute. The ones that you had Donna show you how to knit, is that the same lumpy bumpy that you brought in one time that I was like knitting?
Yes.
And then I was like, here, it's real easy, I can show you.
Yeah, no. Yes, it was.
That's awesome. Okay, so moving right along, I have for you guys
This is really cool, you guys.
this wallet that I made.
It is so pretty in person.
It may not let you save
It has nice heavy brass snaps that I put on there. It's hand stitched with a 5-cord linen thread.
I love your stitching.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
I'll try to get a close up so they can see the stitching.
Did you have to poke the holes in the leather before you stitched it?
Yes. Yeah, so I marked all the holes and then pre-punched all the holes and then matched up the appropriate pieces
I'll be darned.
and then stitched them. And so you have an interior back pocket here for cash.
How much cash is in there?
None.
Oh, man.
I gotta work harder at the fabric store. And then it's got a little card slot right here. And then did I talk about it's got the little back pocket. Inside it's a smaller pocket that's in front of the big back pocket. And then you got the zipper. I installed the zipper. That was fun. This is the first time I put a zipper in leather.
Wasn't that hard? I can't hardly sew a zipper in. Was that harder with a leather to do it? Or
No, it's just the same. It's just the same. You punch through it and then hand stitch it. So that's my leather wallet.
That's my multi-talented coworker, Peter. Thank you very much. You're so good at
And I
this
get
stuff.
that snapped up there.
He likes tedious, and I'm not a tedious person. I mean, I'm tedious, but I don't like tedious things.
Yeah, I can't wait
Good
to
job.
see how this thinks. I can't wait to see how that wears
Yeah,
over
when
the
you're
next.
like your oil from your
Yeah.
hands and just wear and tear.
The dye too from your indigo jeans,
Oh, yeah.
will color the wallet too, because it'll transfer to the leather. So I'm really excited to see how this thing changes in the next 5 years.
Your railroad man pants.
Oh, guess what I got?
Another railroad man pant. You got railroad overalls.
Yes, I got that
He
stripe.
wears overalls sometimes. You haven't worn them in a while.
I got a hickory stripe pair of overalls online.
How come you don't wear those anymore?
I wear them. I wear the pants.
I know you
railroad
wear the pants,
and
but you haven't
I
worn
wore
overalls for a while.
Overalls on Monday.
Oh, and I'm not here on Monday, so he has to do without me 1 day a week. No, actually 2 days a week, because he's not here on Wednesday and I'm not here on Monday, so we have to work this Flosstube stuff.
Yeah.
Are we ready for Flosstube now?
Yeah, that was the leather / yarn
Our yarn
/
podcast. That was
Yeah.
what we were calling. Was it called? Were we calling it a
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah.
Okay. Now back to where we were. We're doing Flosstube now.
Oh, I love your horn book.
Yeah, I got a little teeny tiny horn book. It's by JBW.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We used to have the kits in the shop. They were an exclusive from 2022, I believe, and we have sold out of the kits. It's a little 1/1 little miniature, but it came all with the wooden horn book and everything. It came with all the stuff to make it. So that's one of my finishes from 2023. This is an old pattern from Hands On Design. It's called Octobers. It is cross stitch and some wool applique together, and she actually came back out with the pattern. It was in a book, I think, a long time ago, and now she's actually got it as a separate pattern. So I made that this summer. It's a 2022 finish. And then I have this little teeny tiny, it's made on toweling. Moda sells a lot of this kind of toweling by the yard, and we had some of it left, so I made this little sample, and it's out of When the Leaves Fall, I think. Yeah, it's Blackbird, and it's called, Tiny Pumpkin. So it's itty bitty, and I bought these little pins to go with them from Etsy. So, but that's a sample on the floor also.
And so on the toweling, did you just stitch over two?
It's actually two floss strands over one toweling stitch.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so that's that. And we have the pattern and everything for that, and we have the toweling. So that's
I love that texture on that toweling.
2020. Is it 2023? Almost 2024.
Almost
Can you believe
2024.
it?
Now I have to get.
I just had a birthday, so
I just got used to saying 2023.
I know. Does it take you a little bit? Like,
Yes.
It takes me about a month.
6 months.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
it takes me about a month, and then I finally start on, you don't write many checks anymore, but when you write a check, I finally say 2024. This is a Teresa Kogut pattern, and is it in one of her books? It's a Joyful Heart,
Oh, shoot.
and
Can't remember.
I think, Nancy,
Nancy!
is A Joyful Heart by Teresa Kogut in that new book? She doesn't know. But anyway, this actually has
She'll
been
find
sitting in my
out.
office.
She's
And I
gonna
finished
look.
this it says in 2023, but it doesn't tell me I think this is a sample, or going to be a sample, isn't it?
No,
I'm
thought
asking.
that was your Patreon.
It is, but she just, maybe it's, I don't remember.
The turkey
I
was your
will go look.
Patreon. I got it figured out. She's right. I think that is a Patreon. Your turkey was a Patreon, but then she
But
put it
then
in her
it's in a book.
Yeah.
So this will be coming out probably in 2024, it'll probably be coming out. So this will come out. And I just love doing Teresa Kogut. It's a lot of coverage, but I really like doing her stuff. So there are my finishes that I could remember for 2023. But I know there's more. I just don't
She's
remember.
got a book full.
Yeah,
of
I had a bunch,
finishes.
but I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to remind me. I'm gonna get my little pink camera out, sitting on my old sewing machine in there, and I'll charge it. and
Yeah,
get it
did you
going
take
here.
a picture? I'll just have to
Yep.
say, did you take a picture?
Take a picture,
You
take a
just
picture, take a picture. Okay, I want to talk about some things from like years ago that I've done, and they're behind me by the horse feet.
They're being trampled on by the horse hooves.
So this was a, oh darn it, Trail Creek Farms. That's what it was. Trail Creek Farms, they're not in business, I don't believe. I've looked for them in the past. But this was a little kit that I did, oh gosh, probably 15 years ago from Trail Creek Farms. We used to sell them.
Is that toweling on the back too?
It is, but it's a kit. It
But it's
comes.
toweling on the back.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It
I
came
love that
with.
toweling.
You can buy the pillow separate, but the kit came with the pillow cover, and then you stitch this little doodad.
Oh, that's
You
awesome.
stitch this off. You could do this with any pattern.
Yes.
I mean, it's got covered buttons, which we sell the little covered where you could
Kits.
cover buttons. And this is just a piece of toweling. They put some tassels on it. But this all came together. But what a cool way to use this pillow, because they sewed the cross stitch piece onto a piece of fabric, and they probably did the Frankenstitch. Yep, I can feel it. It's the what I call it Frankenstitch, where there's a hole in the back. So that was a previous finish. Now this is one that just came off the floor. It is from, I'm gonna guess, Buttermilk Basin. This is a Joy pillow, and it is done, it's hand embroidery. And that's been in the shop for years. And I think either the pattern might be discontinued, I'm not sure, but that was one of my previous finishes. So it's in my button bowl at home.
Button
Not
bowl.
button bowl, pillow.
Ice cream bowl.
What? No,
Sugar cube
no.
bowl. I'm running
Pillow.
out of bowls. Pasta bowl.
What? No, not a pasta.
Hey,
No, you know, the bowl, the dough bowl.
did they ever put butter in a bowl? Was there ever such thing as a butter
Oh,
bowl?
yeah. Yep. They
Okay.
have, you go to an antique.
I gotta
and
find
you'll
a butter bowl.
You get a butter, and they would take the butter out of the churn and put the salt or whatever they decided to put in.
Okay, so on Market Wagon, you can get raw butter.
Okay.
So it's milk that hasn't been pasteurized
Right.
that they make the butter out
Yep.
of, and it comes in. They send it to you in a tub, and so I was like, well, I wonder if there's butter bowls because I knew there were butter dishes.
Yeah,
but
there's
are there
butter bowls.
So I got to find me a butter bowl.
Yeah, they make them out of stoneware. It's like crockery.
Oh.
Yeah. And the one I'm thinking of, they make a salt one. Salt, and it's made out of a crock, and it usually has a little half moon on top with a hole in it that you could hang it on your wall. So Conner Prairie, when you go to Conner Prairie
Yeah, they
sometimes,
have that.
you like Conner Prairie,
Yeah,
don't you?
I do.
It's a living history museum that's about 5 miles south of us, and it's based in 1836. So everything they do, well, one of the sections is 1836, but you can churn your own butter. And then they take the butter and they get
wow.
they dump the buttermilk off of it.
I'm gonna churn my own butter.
You can do that. Have you ever
That'd
seen
be
those
fun.
tabletop churns that are made out of glass? They're
Yeah.
They're
yes.
2 gallons maybe, and they
Yeah.
have big paddles in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's another. This is from my ceramics days, and I don't think it probably is not big enough to have a date on it. So it's probably 40 years old.
Those are really good.
But these are my little ceramic Santa and Mrs. Claus that I did back in the day when I was doing all kinds of ceramic stuff. And they were sitting there looking at me this morning. We had people over last night. I got to fix dinner for 12 people.
How are you here? How do you have energy to be here?
My husband Brett was a huge help, like putting the leaves in the table and getting the chairs and all that. And then he did all the dishes this morning. So, but we had
Way
a
to
really
go,
good
Brett.
time. Yeah, way to go, Brett. Brett did good. Here's another finish from, I don't know, gosh, 2015 it says.
Oh, look at that little stocking.
It's Blackbird Designs. I don't know the name of it, but it's a teeny tiny little stocking from Blackbird. And
Now,
it hangs in
didn't-
my kitchen.
Didn't Blackbird re-release those little stockings like this?
They have a lot of stockings. I don't know if it. I
Not
should
this
check.
particular
I know, but
design,
I
but-
could use this as a sample if they have these back out again.
Yeah.
Because this was an exclusive. It might have been exclusive when I went to one of the when Barb and Alma were. Barb was still alive.
Oh, wow.
It was in Kansas City. Okay, now this isn't the previous finish. This is something I just finished. I had an exchange student back in 2006, 2007 that she was from Japan. Her name was Ayaka. She was a senior in high school, so our daughter was a senior, so the two of them went to high school together and graduated and went to prom and all that. But she stayed with us almost a year. But she lives in Pennsylvania now. Nope, I lied. She lives in Virginia. She married a young man from the United States, and I made this for them for Christmas. I can't see. How am I doing?
Yep, right there.
So I took a Scrabble board and put their name, like their last name is James, so I said the James family. And it's Kyler, Ayaka, and Mina is their little baby. She's almost 2. And then I put some things that they're interested in. So I finished that and picked it up at Hobby Lobby the other day. And of course it's the 21st and I haven't sent it yet. So what do you think? New Year's? I don't know when I'm going to get it to them. But that's fun. If you guys go to Goodwill and get some
That is fun.
Scrabble boards and tiles. I have a whole bunch of tiles.
It's amazing what you can do with some tiles.
Yeah. So there's that. Now, let's see. I have a finish from Cindy. Cindy did,
Oh, okay.
you've got
This
this is, pardon the racket, warm hand mittens ornaments from, oh heck, Rachel's? Is it Rachel's? Tell me who it's from.
Can't read backwards.
I think it's Rachel's of
Let me look
Greenfield.
and see.
Oh, does it say?
Rachel's of Greenfield.
Oh, am I good?
You're good.
I don't normally know
You're
these
good.
things, but
That's really good.
these are 3 little
So adorable.
wool ornaments that Cindy finished and getting ready to go on the floor as a sample. These are so much fun to make if you have never done wool applique. It's a kit, and these are really nice to start with if you've never done it before. And we carry several different kits of different ornaments, so if you're interested in those. So that was getting ready to go on the floor. So there's that. Now you have one on your side of the table that Donna did.
I do?
Yeah, it's over
Right
there
here?
on that thing. And I
This-
put the pink sheet. See the
Ooh.
pink sheet?
Yes. I loved this pattern when I first saw it.
I got it framed. I think I showed it to you guys the other day. Donna had finished it, but I hadn't taken it to Hobby Lobby to get it framed yet. So I picked up the frame the other day. I mean, picked up the finish
Doesn't that
project.
look amazing, Lenny?
Yeah, it is. It's,
That is just stunning, those colors.
yep.
That's beautiful.
Donna
Oh,
is an amazing cross stitcher. She is just
I love-
absolutely amazing.
and I love this frame that you picked out for it. I mean, that frame, I've never seen a cross stitch put in a frame like this, and I just love that frame, that color, the way the light reflects off of it.
It's just so pretty.
I should probably tell them what the cross
Yeah,
stitch is, huh?
yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, you hold the cross stitch.
Okay, I'll hold this.
You're in charge.
Yep, this is the cross stitch.
Okay. It's called Golden Delicious. That whole time I thought those were lemons. But anyway, they're apples. It's done on 32 count, casual linen, the winter moon color. And this pattern is by the Artsy Housewife. Well, I just love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah, and so it's going out on the floor. That's why I grabbed it real quick before it went out on the floor. We have a technique that it goes through the system back here to so we can keep track of all of our samples. We have over 1,000 samples in the shop.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we have 1,000 different
At least
handmade
yes,
items.
handmade items, quilts, table toppers, cross stitch, wool, you name it, knitting, crochet.
Crochet. We don't have any leather yet.
We don't have any leather. We don't sell leather. We actually isn't that one thing leather that Cappy sometimes puts on our bags? Or is that
Oh,
something
vinyl.
else?
Vinyl.
Oh, vinyl.
Oh, we could get leather, so Cabby has something to put on
Yeah.
our bags.
So speaking of Donna, this is I want to share with this a new pattern that we got at market. They were giving these away as a promotion, but it's called New Beginnings Fusion Quilt, and it's by Tulip Cottage Quilts. And this picture doesn't really do it justice, but we saw it in person at market.
Oh my god.
And so this is the pattern, and we got those in the other day, but here's
Love
what
it.
it's going to look like. You think that's good? I can't tell.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Okay,
All
so
this-
it's quilt blocks, 6.5 inch. Well, it's ended up
Ish.
being 6-inch quilt blocks, and they use number 3 crochet thread to join the quilt blocks. Donna, who just did that cross stitch you saw, she used to work here, but she's retired and staying home and helping me out with all kinds of fun stuff. But she's going to crochet. We're going to make a 6x6 one of these, 6 blocks or 3x3. Sorry, 3x3, 9 blocks. So I've got the blocks to put together at home, and hopefully I can get that done next week so that I can give this to Donna. I got the thread in, so I can give this to Donna. But it's so pretty. And crochet, they're starting to incorporate crochet and quilting, which
Wow,
I think that's kind of fun.
that is.
Yeah.
I
So
just love the texture of the stitches.
I know it's just
on that.
beautiful. They had done that. Also, they took yo-yos. Oh, I gotta remember. Remind me to talk about Dawn.
Dawn, okay.
Yo-yos. I don't know what that was.
It is a handle to the table.
Oh, great. Now the table's going to fall and we're going to break our necks. But anyway, they would take yo-yos and make a table topper, so every yo-yo was crocheted around and then crocheted together. And that was just absolutely beautiful at market. So anyway, so should I do my whips now?
Yeah, where
Or do you want to do patterns?
Let's do some patterns.
Okay. You need,
Okay.
you need my board?
Yeah, do you got your board? No, it won't stick to the board.
I know, but we gotta do this in honor of our friend. So, a friend of ours made a comment about our.
And don't stick.
I made this board. It was, it's kind of a problem because all these Flosstubers have these boards that they display stuff on. I thought it was patterns. It's whips.
Oh, it's whips.
So I hear
Here's my
Peter
whip.
and I were trying to show patterns on here the other day, a couple Flosstubes ago. It was not working. So this is in honor of our friend that enjoys our, excuse me, pardon me while I put my board back. Okay,
Put your board back.
I'm ready.
Okay, what's this one called?
I don't know.
Neither do I. This one is called Bull Filler Bouquet from Heart to Hand. And
It's wool applique. Yeah.
Wool applique.
That's cute.
And they look like actual flowers that you get from the flower stand on the side of the road in front of a farm, at a farmhouse.
Heart to Hand has got the best primitive looking wool applique things. I really like their patterns. I've done their patterns for years. That's fun.
And if you like primitive stuff, check out Privy and Prim's channel. It's a very
Is it a
cool.
Flosstube?
Yes, it's a Flosstube, and she has a lot of really cool primitive stuff, punch needle wolves, things like that. Check her out. What are you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Okay, moving right along.
I'll be back with that.
Country Cottage Needleworks Beach Boardwalk,
Is that new? I guess it is if it's in our thing.
December 21st. Came in.
I didn't. I don't think I've looked at these. Oh, these are
Well,
the ones you just took the copies of it.
Neither one of these we look at. Oh, these came in today.
Yeah, these all came in
These
today.
literally came in
and
10 minutes ago.
We make color copies of the front of them so that we can show all the employees the new things. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying we copied the pattern. We just copied the front. So, what's that one?
Country Cottage,
Oh, these are ornaments.
Christmas house.
Christmas house. I want to see.
Okay, there's Christmas house.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It's got the
2024.
date.
Oh, it's got 2024 on it. That's cool.
Oh, this is fun. Dashing Through the Snow by
Shepherd's Bush, right?
Shepherd's Bush.
That's cute. I need to check these out. I might want to get some of these and take home with me. They have little beads on it.
This is Twin Peak Primitives Ornament Book, 2022.
Oh, now I can talk about that.
Yeah, talk about it. But wait.
But wait,
you
should
need
I wait
the-
till
you
we
need
get
the
to that?
other ornament book.
Did I not bring it? I did.
You have it, so it's time for you to talk.
Okay, so check this 2022 ornament book out. Nancy has decided that we're going to do an ornament of the month club.
I'm
this
so
year.
excited.
I got to tell you, we just started talking about it this week, so
Just
we don't
started.
have all the information.
I found out about it this morning.
Yes, and he was off yesterday, so that's how quick it's gone. But this one is by Under the Garden Moon, Amy. I've been in Schoolhouse with Amy. She's really sweet.
Hi, Amy.
She's a wool applique girl, but this is Christmas ornaments, and they finish up to be about 4 inches, and her finishing instructions are really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an ornament club, cross stitch club, and there'll be a sign up, and there won't be any in store anything. It'll just be you buy the pattern, and then I don't know what. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about because I don't really know what it's going to be. But be looking on in the next couple of weeks. We'll have the information on the website about what to do. Do you know any more
There
than I
was
do?
some talk of kitting it with 14 count.
Well, we've about decided that it's a very neutral color on those ornaments.
14 count Zweigart's Mocha.
Yes.
Vintage
But
country
then we
mocha.
decided some people might not want to do it on that.
Yeah, some people might not want to do that.
And this is pretty white. This is a natural color that they've actually done these on. And I'm a stickler for using up stuff. So they're not very big. I think it's a 6x6 piece that you actually stitch on. And I have scraps at home. And I don't
yeah.
care if all mine match.
Yeah, you're going for the
I'm
discombobulated
yeah,
look.
I like discombobulated. And she's actually threaded these on somehow. I haven't actually read the instructions yet. It's like a baker's twine that she's strung these on, and with wool balls between them. So and it's on chipboard. They put the ornaments on chipboard. So we'll have the chipboard available. I think what we'll do is we'll start this, and you pay a sign-up fee, and you get the pattern, and then at the end, when we're finished, you'll get the finishing kit. Or I don't know. It might not even be that way, but whatever. They're really cute. So these are in the shop if you want to get a closer look at the pattern and the finishing instructions. Amy always has done a good job. I've got several of her wool applique patterns. So that's that. But the ornament book, this one that we talked about, this is a little more advanced, a little more full coverage. So this is, the first one was a little bit more beginner, or you want to get something done fast, you need to have a Christmas present, whatever. So this one will be that, but then this is a little more full coverage, a little more tedious. So we're going to do it after we get done with the Christmas ornaments from Under the Garden Mix.
I love that the ornament. This one right here.
You going to do it with us?
I love it. I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
It's really going to be easy. And look, it uses you guys, it uses DMC floss. So we are not going to kit that up and make it expensive for you guys.
The cardinal, the wreath.
I'm going to do the cardinal.
And it's not going to be expensive because you use the same color flosses on
Yeah,
all of them.
Right, and it's DMC.
So once you have it, you have it.
I'm going to do one of the samples for it on 14 count country mocha. Okay.
Okay, everything is coming up. Coming up roses. Imaginating.
Yeah.
I'm on the struggle bus today. Figuring out
Did
what
you not
these
have enough
are.
caffeine?
No, I'm at my quota for
Okay,
caffeine
all
today.
right.
Yeah.
Have you had your soup?
No, didn't have my soup.
Did you have a fudge?
I did have a fudge. Oh, Lori.
Lori Spencer.
Thank you, Lori Spencer.
Yes.
Spencer Farms, local in Noblesville. If you haven't been to the Spencer Farm, you gotta go check it out. They got lots of fun things to do.
They make
Thanks for the
homemade fudge.
It was so good. I had peppermint chocolate fudge. It was amazing.
They make homemade fudge out
I'm
there.
still working on it though. I'm taking a bite an hour.
I think Virginia, if Lori's listening, Virginia ate her piece in about 10 minutes. And there were big chunks of fudge. And Virginia's not supposed to have fudge. But you know how Virginia is. Anyway, what's this one?
This is a new stocking. It's called Marie's stocking. And to the shepherd's bush stocking.
Look what's on the back. Oh, you guys.
Look at those buttons.
Oh my goodness.
I love it because it's hard to track down all those things, you know?
And I bet you you can use, they got an alphabet in there that you can change the name. What do you think?
Oh, they have an
Oh, yep.
alphabet, so
Yep.
you can customize the name on
Yep.
the top of the
Using-
You are so with
I-
this.
I'm with it.
You are
I'm
with
with
it. Yes.
Now you better not have a very, very long name probably, but
I want to know why this one don't have a pricey sticker on it though. We have to-
Did Nancy slip?
We have to leave that out. Okay.
Okay.
This one's called Winter Pears. I love Artful Offerings. They do the funnest designs that are folkish. Like folk
Folkish?
art. Folkish. Well, I want to
Folkish,
say
yeah.
folk art, but it didn't fit into the sentence, so I said folkish.
Folkish. I like it. Discombobulators.
Yeah, we're the discombobulators.
Oh, this is exciting, you guys.
I love this. Okay, this is a game changer, you guys. Absolutely. Your life has just been changed. Shannon Christine, so you need to pull out your phones, go to Facebook right now, look up Shannon Christine Designs, follow her page, and this is why you want to follow her. These are all the freebies that she's put out in the last 3 days.
And weren't these being put on perforated paper? Didn't I hear
Yes.
that? You and Nancy talked
yes.
about that?
Yeah, good point. So you can do these on perforated paper. Now she's got different series. This is a mug series, and then there was also like a cupcake series.
Well, this one was a sweater. Is there gonna be more
that came
sweaters?
out today too. So I'm guessing she's going
That's
to
a
do some
sweater.
more sweaters. I love that sweater.
And perforated paper is fun to work on if you've never done that. It's real easy. It goes quickly, and you use. It's probably, I haven't looked, but it's probably 3 strands of floss. If you use perforated paper, it'd be at least probably 3 strands of floss.
I mean, these check off every box
Mm-hmm.
of mine. The colors, the use of colors, the design, the shape. There's not a lot of stitching. Each one's about 25 to 30 stitches by 30 stitches, so they're quick and easy. There's a small floss requirement for each one. They're dainty. I mean, I love these things.
But they're free on her Facebook page.
Free. All you gotta do is go to her Facebook
Yeah,
page.
and do you think she'll have more? Has it said? Maybe?
I imagine so, because the sweater one came out today.
Okay.
So she's probably
She
gonna
maybe
do
do
more
like
sweaters.
maybe a 12 days of Christmas or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know a lot of people are doing those 12 days things.
That's cool.
I
That's a
love
nice
that.
freebie, and those would make cute ornaments.
That put me in such a good mood this week.
I'm so glad Peter's in a good mood.
This is the punch needle embroidery pattern. So I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that is new from Teresa Kogut, because she is amazing. She does a beautiful paintings, very painterly, and cross stitch and punch needle. And so what I'm going to show you
folk
are
artish. What do you call
folkish.
it?
These are folkish.
Yes, they're very
So-
folk artish. She's a folk artist.
I have the punch needle embroidery pen. It's called Country Santa. And he's got his little Charlie Brown Christmas tree that he's going to go plant in the ground. And then we have, the candy cane snowman. When have you ever seen the legs on a snowman? Have you ever?
I don't think so.
Well, this one has legs.
Oh,
Look
that's
at those
fun.
cute little legs.
I guess Frosty had legs.
This looks like one of those onesies. It's a snowman wearing a onesie.
He's got his footy jammies on.
And I love the title of this one. This one's called Woolly Estate. Now, if you're curious about punch needle, we have a complete beginner's how-to guide that when you get done watching it, you can be a pro. You can easily attempt the punch needle because it's step by step. What are the tools? What's the cloth? How do you get the floss out of the floss? How do you load the floss into the pen? It's done by our fabulous Dawn Cornell, who does the demonstration. We always sell out of these. We never have these in stock. So I put this in the what's new just to show you that we got them back in stock. This is the punch needle by Ultra Punch. It comes with everything you need to get started. A needle threader, 3 different size punch needles, depending upon if you use 2 strands, 3 strands, 4 strands, however many strands you're going to use, up to 6, I believe, in the large. So we got those back in stock.
What kind of frame do you have to have? Like, what could you start out with that maybe you don't, so you don't spend a lot of money on? Can you just use a regular embroidery frame?
I think
embroidery hoop.
if you don't want to become frustrated, you really do want to start off with the Morgan hoop because it locks. It has a lip in it, has a groove, and the key to success in punch needle is that your fabric remains tight and taut while you're pushing down on it and punching down on it with the needle. It doesn't loosen up because when it's tight, that's what grabs the thread and keeps it the right loop on the backside.
And the backside, what you're punching on is the backside of the stitching. The stitching is actually on the underneath. So, and we sell the Morgan frames. We have both. We have 2 sizes. I know.
Yep.
Morgans, right?
Yeah,
So,
we got all the frames, and we have the weaver's cloth. So if you need to call, we can get you set up to start punch needling.
Some punch needle patterns do have the weaver's cloth already in it that is stamped. Some don't. Some don't have any weaver's cloth. Some have weaver's cloth that you have to actually trace the pattern onto. And we recommend friction pins because they will
those are nice.
iron off when you're finished. If you see which in punch needle you don't ever have to do that.
Yeah, you don't see anything. It's all covered up.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
This is awesome. So this is called Santa's Delivery. And what's going on in this picture is there's 3 smalls, and they're attached to a popsicle stick. No, what are they called? A stand?
I don't know. I can't see it.
They're done on black perforated paper.
Wood piece is available at Chantel's 141 Design Company, whatever.
Yeah. They're
But is
they're
I
like
didn't see
little cake pops, how they're on a little
Sucker stick, like a
yes,
lollipop stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Now they're not going to be paper. I'm sure they're like metal, and they're done really nice. But
So it's like a dowel rod.
yeah.
Oh, well, isn't that
Yes.
cute? I didn't realize that.
See that? See that? And they got those little special trees.
Well, now wait a minute.
What?
So that's that's Santa's one thing.
Yep. And then there's another Santa.
Because see, I thought these 3 guys
I
were.
know. That's why I had to
okay.
specifically say that.
I
those are on
haven't
cake
looked
pops.
at the new patterns yet, so I apologize. But those are fun. I bet you
know.
that's some kind of dowel rod, though, small
Yeah.
dowel rod.
Yeah, which if you get it from Chantel, then you got the whole system.
Yep.
This is Snowman Feather Tree by Thread Milk Designs. They're little, so somebody took some snowman and put them on a tree.
That's cute.
Get
Those
real
are called
close so you
feather
can-
trees, and that's what Nancy and
Oh, they made that
they
feather
made
tree out
those
of
feather
wool.
trees out of wool. Mhm.
Yeah, and I said,
Yeah.
"Are you going to leave that in your desk?" Because I really tried talking her into leaving it on her desk,
Yeah.
so I could swipe it and put it on my desk. And she goes, "No, I'm going to take it home." She was so matter of fact about taking it home. Like, aren't you going to leave that so I can enjoy it? Because her desk is, I can
Right,
see
you
her
can see it,
desk.
yeah.
So I get to enjoy whatever she puts
Right.
on display.
Well, we were trying to get the kits for those feather trees, but
Okay,
we
what's
haven't.
this? What's Yukon?
Okay, this was a freebie from Heartstring Sampler.
Oh,
remember?
very cool.
Yep.
Freebie. Free for
And
who?
it's Rudolph. Anybody?
Is it free for anybody?
Anybody. It was on their. It's on their website, but I think I'm going to give it to the cross stitchers.
Oh, well, that's
Just
nice
for fun.
of you.
You know, double-sided.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
this is some.
That's fun.
Is that what? Yeah, it's all together.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's all together.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
This
This
is
is a
called
cool.
the Prairie Schooler Pumpkins. Dimensional.
Don't they look like wool?
Yes.
Those are done on, I think is it 28 count? It doesn't say back here. It's actually done on cross-stitch fabric. I'm not sure if it's 28 or 32, but they don't make that orange anymore. The
That's
Prairie
pretty.
Schooler was bought out by somebody, and they re-release their patterns every once in a while. But that's a fun one. It's got some wool stuff in there too, so.
This
I
one
like
is-
this one.
This is the Snow Angel at Night by New York Dreamer.
Oh, I love the dimensional ones.
Yeah.
Look how fun that is. You make a snowman out of the stitching.
Snow
That would be
Angel.
pretty
Snow Angel.
in
Snow Angel.
opalescent.
Snow Angel.
Oh,
It's
snow
got
angel.
wings. See the
oh,
wings?
sorry.
See the wings?
Opalescent. Wouldn't that be pretty in
Snow
opalescent?
angel.
Oh my goodness.
The other one's still earning their wings. See?
Oh,
No
he's not
wings?
ready.
Nope.
He's not ready. Okay.
No. Still in training.
It's,
It's an in training angel. Some of
you know, they don't make new angels. There's no new angels.
so we're out of angels.
No, we're not out of them. We got plenty of angels, but they don't make new ones. Like when somebody.
So you're saying they never restock the angels? So couldn't that be
Once
a problem?
he made
at
all
some
the
point?
angels. No, once he made all the angels, that's it.
So do we get the same angels forever? Mm-hmm. Okay.
We could that could be a whole nother podcast.
Okay.
Now pay attention to what this says, because I keep getting it wrong.
I'm still thinking about the no new
We'll
angels.
talk about the angels later, okay? Because I don't want to.
Oh, Christmas tree. Is that what I'm talking about?
No, read
No.
it correctly.
Oh, Christmas 3.
I kept putting in "Oh Christmas Tree" and it wouldn't come up.
You tricked me
I
because you
did
knew
not.
I would say. You
well,
knew I'd say
I know.
tree.
I said, "Watch how you read it." I
Joy,
was trying to
peace,
help
and-
you.
No, you did. You were trying to like.
Hands-on design a new pattern is what we're trying to say, but it's not "Oh Christmas Tree." It's "Oh Christmas 3."
What are the 3 things?
The 3 ornaments.
Joy,
I don't know what it is.
peace,
I can't see it.
and Noel.
Oh, you're reading it on the thing.
Yeah, backwards and upside down.
I never had. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, with this, could you put that in with your houses that you're doing?
My house.
You know the things that are on each of the discs, and one has a house.
Oh,
one
yeah,
has a
I
quote
could,
block.
yeah.
Is this interchangeable where you can
because
put that in there?
Kathy did the house blocks that I'm wildflowers and whatever. I could.
Snowman ornament. It's the snowman lookout. Oh, now it snowed a lot that day because that house is completely covered.
Snow? What's snow? We don't see snow anymore.
I saw snow the other day.
And not very much.
I was actually outside in the snowstorm.
Whatever.
It was a snowstorm. I got caught in it.
Yeah, and it lasted what, 10 minutes?
Yep.
And it
10
was going
minutes.
straight. The snow pellets were going, and then all at once the sun was out. So whatever that means. That's boring. I love snow. And I'm getting ready to go to Florida for a month. So,
So you don't actually get to see snow then, do you?
yeah, well, I'm back for a week the end of January. So, we'll have to schedule our Flosstube for the end of January. Are you going to do one? Are you going to do one while I'm not here?
I mean, people probably don't want to see the knitting, so
He's been a slacker on his cross
I'm
stitch.
gonna say something. I don't remember what it was.
That's probably not true then.
I want to know in Florida. Okay, you know how we go run around and look for Easter eggs in the springtime?
Yeah.
Do people in Florida go run around and look for alligator eggs?
No, I've never seen an alligator
Okay, I
egg.
was just curious, like the crocodiles, because they're if you
No,
try to play golf.
It's alligators.
Okay, because if you try to play golf, they come up to you
Yep.
while you're trying to, and they steal your balls while you're.
I
trying
don't
to
know
play
about
golf.
that, but I got to tell you a story about
Okay.
Brett.
All right. Tell me about Brett.
we go to Cape Coral in January, February, and March, and we live on a canal. which canals are all over. The whole place is canals in Cape Coral. But
Oh, wow.
Brett has a kayak. So he gets in the kayak in the canal and he's going
no.
down the canal.
Oh, no.
And he gets out. Alligators don't like salt water.
Okay.
They would prefer fresh water. So that's why they're in golf courses and things. That's what they like that. But once in a while they'll get in that brackish kind of water.
Uh-huh.
So Brett's out there almost to the Gulf.
Oh.
And he sees this, he thought it was a coconut. He sees this coconut go boom, 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 because they just kind of float in the water, you know, and it
Yeah.
just, they go
With
with the
just their
tide.
eyeballs.
Well,
Just their
no,
eyeballs
he didn't
are
even see the
peeking out.
eyeballs, but there was just this thing floating in the water kind of coming towards him, and he thought, well, the tide's coming in, so he got closer to it. It was an alligator, and it was coming right at him, and he has a GPS on his phone, so you see him, and it's on a little red line, and he's just, you could see he's just paddling along, doing his thing, and then all at once, and he turns around, does a U-turn, and goes back the other way. It was like, so it's like, honey, those alligators are longer than your kayak.
Yes, those alligators
Yeah.
are huge.
Yeah, and then I got one more. That we have a double kayak. So Brett
Oh,
and
no.
our grandson Ben are in the kayak.
Uh-huh.
They're in the canal, and we have manatees all over the place. There are thousands of manatees in
Oh,
these canals.
man.
All at once, Brett and Ben lift up out of the water. And they're both good. I would have loved to have seen the two of them. And the manatee lifted the whole kayak out of the water.
Oh my gosh.
And I think they thought that the Loch Ness monster had come to get them. That was last year in the kayak.
What
so.
do you think the manatees and the crocodiles are working together? So the manatee lifts, or the manatee lifts the boat, tips it,
And then the alligator
snacks
eats
for
it.
the
No,
alligator?
the alligator and the manatees don't get along. I mean, they would eat the manatees because
they're
manatees
not-
are very gentle.
So they're kind of standoff to each other.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, sorry, got a little off the subject. What are we doing now? Boy, that's pretty.
New Constellation,
I guess.
Plum Street samplers.
That's a really, really intense one for Plum Street. That's pretty. So it's on 36 count something. It's 1/1. No,
1/2.
no, it's 1/2. That's pretty intense for them. I wonder if that's a reproduction.
There's a wedding chapel. 1773. There's 1776.
It's very patriotic.
Very patriotic. And then you have some sailboats and some bells, an eagle,
It's got a lot of motifs.
a lot of motifs.
Yeah.
Oh, and a
because-
flag, a
yeah,
really nice flag.
Big flag, but different sections. So you could do sections because look at the different.
top section could be a nice wedding sampler.
Yeah.
If you want a wedding sampler, you would buy the pattern and just do that top one.
You're doing such a good
Why
job
do we
here.
have so much in here?
I
There's
don't
a
know.
lot of patterns. Okay. Heartstring samplery. I almost said Solvent season. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense, but it's Advent season.
Okay.
Advent season ornament set. Oh, I love these. I remember when these came in.
What's it on? 36 count fiber on a whim dusk.
Dusk.
And it's asking for Gloriana silk. We don't carry Gloriana, but it's got a DMC conversion included. And we have lots of DMC.
I love that one. Oh, I love this one. I love the color
Want me
red
to
they
sing?
used. Sing we joyous all together.
Sing we joyous all together. La 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 la. Fox and Rabbit, 36 count, up in the attic.
Are
Weeks
you,
Dye Works.
are you gonna put candles in lunch bags and put them out in your driveway?
No, I've done that before, but I'm not. We
I
live in
think
the
they're
woods.
so pretty.
We live in the woods, so nobody would see them.
They are so pretty.
Yes, they're very, you know what I got to using that towards the end of, we had a little luminary thing in our neighborhood where we used to live. I put battery operated ones in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they're just those little tea light battery
Yeah,
operated ones.
that's-
That way.
that's a good
because
idea.
You never knew when the wind would blow just right,
Yeah,
Your-
spontaneous
your bag would-
combustion.
blow up. Oh, I got to talk about this one.
Let's talk about.
I'm getting ready.
monthly
I've got
weigh-ins.
that one kitted up to start on. To do the February one, the little piece up at the top.
Piece up at the top.
It
February.
says February. I'm gonna take that to Florida and do it because we're in Florida in February.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna do that and put it on our. We have a little fireplace. We don't have a mantle. We have 2 fireplaces at our house in Indiana. No mantle.
You know you can have one made.
Well, I know I can, but it's river rock, so it's very.
Yeah.
There's.
Doesn't Brett know how to bolt things to the wall?
there would be holes. We tried to figure that out, but we have a mantle with a fireplace in Florida, which we don't even turn on. I want to get rid of it. So why do I need a fireplace in Florida?
Well,
That wall space would be
I wonder if you can,
humdingers of
I
a
wonder
good
if you
place
can
to
convert it.
convert it to something. Christmas
Yeah.
in the colonies. Ooh, that one might be fun to look at. What's it
Christmas
done
in the
on?
colonies.
36 count Patriots Brew by R&R.
One strand over
I
two
can't get
linen
Patriots
threads.
Brew.
That's pretty.
I had all the brews on order. Brenda's Brew,
Oh,
Patriots Brew.
Did you?
I had them all on order, but
Did they cancel our order?
no, I canceled it because it's been 2 years.
Oh, so we ordered it and we waited 2 years, and then after 2 years we decided, you know what? Let's move on from that.
What's Nancy doing? Are we about to get in trouble?
I don't know what she's doing. She's waving.
Look at these. Plum Street's really going
Oh, this is
so cool.
New World.
Oh, I might-
1620.
I'm a Mayflower descendant.
You are.
I am. I've got 2 ancestors on the Mayflower. Nancy's a nut, just so you guys know.
She's not. She was walking by, smiling and waving.
I know, but she
With a
looks,
nice
she looks like
smile.
she's up to something.
Well, we're out of our desks for an hour and a half. I
Yeah.
mean, what could she possibly be doing to us?
I don't know. She's
That's
pulling
the
a
question
prank.
we have to ask ourselves. This one is Autumn Joy.
Oh, hog bristle. 36 count hog bristle. That is a pretty fabric, and I've got it on order from Fox and Rabbit, and it's been 3 months. I don't know. Maybe we don't do enough. I don't know what the deal is. How come I can't get some of it? Oh, I like that one too.
This one is Winter Blessings by the Plum Street.
I like that one. That one's pretty. Look how cute that is.
Yeah, it's got the cardinals and the deer.
I could leave off the border. I don't necessarily care about the border. That
We
doesn't
could change the
really
border
add.
out with the
That's
different one.
that's a fun little Christmas Eve
We could
winter
change
one.
the border out of it. Everybody bought this one.
Everybody likes.
Everybody bought this
I
one.
watched Jessica from Sweetwater Stitcher today
Uh-huh.
at lunch, and she
Uh-huh.
was getting ready to start her winter Quaker with blue floss.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be like something the Christmas, or not Christmas, New Year's Eve 12 for 12, or 12,
Oh, yeah.
where they do something every hour. I don't
Yes.
know what it is.
12 for 12.
12 for 12.
Yep.
She was getting ready to start that.
Welcome home.
Who's that? Hands On Design?
Welcome home.
No, it's
Stitching with the Housewives.
I knew that.
Prairie
Oh, there's
Schooler.
our-
Santa's. There's Drummer Santa. Where's
Where did
Drummer
we get
Santa?
the,
There
where,
he is.
Where did we get those from?
I don't know.
No, I meant where did we get the samples from? Did Nancy buy them? No. Who
I
bought
thought-
them?
Flea market.
Flea market.
Yep.
So we
That's
have some of
nice.
those.
I like that one. Oh, this is more of the Santa's Revisited. Santa's been busy. I tell you, every year he's finding a new hobby.
Yes, he's got all kinds of things going. He's a drummer boy.
How many new
He
things
sings
is
fa
he
la la la
doing?
la. I don't know. I don't think Santa has to sleep. So maybe, unlike us, these are pretty. I like these.
Stony Creek Tart
Oh, I was
Tins.
supposed to order tart tins. That's 2 things you need to remind me of.
What was the first thing?
I don't know. You were supposed to remind me.
Okay. Oh, I remember now.
I don't remember.
I remember.
Oh, I like this. We're getting this fabric in.
Love that.
That's by Robin
Pine
Pickens.
Crossing by Robin Pickens.
Her fabric comes in like in May or June, and it
Oh, that-
matches.
Oh, that's going to be stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, those greens
Yeah.
and
It's
teals.
beautiful. Now, I got this one is by Robin, but she made individual
Oh. look at
little
that.
things, and I think that would be if you didn't want to do the whole thing, you could do
Those
smalls
little
with it.
smalls at the bottom.
Yeah, either a pillow for your dough bowl or an ornament.
Pine cone.
Yep, I think those are fun.
That is cool.
She's nice. I like talking to her.
Sweet
Come on.
Sweet weather. Sweater weather.
Oh, Peter. Isn't that pretty? Look at the motifs around the edges.
It's the winter pinnacone.
I'm sorry, you guys. Peter's evidently had too much sugar or not enough. I'm not sure. That's pretty.
I'm feeling discombobulated.
Because you're the discombobulator.
Oh, did I get to all those? Oh, wait.
What?
There's something still in the bucket.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Barn Star.
Is that
We just got this in.
a needle keeper?
Yes, it is. And this man came in the other
You're
day.
about to put, there you go.
What am I doing? This man came in the other day. He said, this is on my wife's wish list, and I hadn't ever seen it before. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, we don't have that. But I pointed him into the direction of something else that had a lot of awesome barn stars on it. And I said, well, this might be something she might be interested in. So I'm excited we have the barn star.
There you go. Maybe
Needle minder.
maybe the guy's watching and he'll know.
AKA refrigerator magnet. I would use this as a refrigerator magnet.
I don't have a refrigerator that's metal.
What about your mantle?
My mantle's metal. My mantle's not metal either, but my refrigerators have both got wood stuff on them, like wood fronts.
Who does that?
I don't know, but both in Florida and up here, I
So
don't
can
have
you
any.
nail-
I know.
do you have to nail stuff to it,
If
or
I
what? Like
used
a
a
little-
nail,
like a little
if
brad
I
nail?
used a nail,
Somebody might nail you if you
yeah,
use
it'd be
a nail.
not good
It'd be
if
like,
I
you
used
would
a
be
nail
in
on
so
our,
much
on
trouble.
our thing. So anyway, now whips. Last but not least. Oh, I was going to tell you about Dawn.
Oh, don't forget to say about Dawn.
Dawn
the thing you
comes in on Fridays and works here, and a lot
Hi,
of
Dawn.
you know Dawn. And she's getting ready to start Friday demo days with Dawn. And she's going to be doing, we're going to do it as a video. I haven't talked, Peter knows that, but I don't know.
I
if we
didn't know
when.
that. I
Oh.
didn't know that.
Peter, we're going to do a video.
Okay.
And then she's going to be in the shop to do demos all day Friday. And we'll have the things that she's demoing for sale and like a little discount on whatever. But it starts the first Friday in January. And I think that's like the 5th, maybe. I think they said that the other day. Now, I was, like I told you earlier, I had dinner for 12 at my house last night, and I forgot about Flosstube today. So I'm not very organized with my Flosstube. I did not take them out of the hoops. I did not.
I think that's why you put on that post-it note, we couldn't do a Flosstube until January 29th, because I think you looked at your calendar and you're like, well, I can't do it that day because I got
Whatever.
that big
I'm sorry, I forgot.
dinner.
Yeah, well, here
I
we
don't know.
go. Teresa
I don't know.
Kogut. This is in her book, and this is Strutting Tom. Is that right?
Yeah, I love that.
So this
That's
is Strutting
awesome.
Tom, and
Best looking
it's,
turkey in 2023.
Yep. Of course, Peter thought it was.
I thought it was a
gondola
gondola.
for a
She only
while.
had this little section done that looked like a gondola.
So I have it in a Q-snap frame, but I'll take it out so you can kind of see what's what.
Are we
this
over
is,
the Nurge?
Well, I have my
Nurge.
Nurge here, but
Okay.
I only have one Nurge. So this is my Strutting Tom so far. So I'm doing it in sections, like a page at a time. So this was one, the turkey was one, this part of the turkey was one page. And then the flour and the things like this are a different page. So I've almost got this done. And I just have a couple little, so I've got 2/6 of it done.
Her colors are beautiful in this.
Yes, it's very pretty. So it's all, still, I didn't iron it. I didn't do anything. I was such a slacker today.
Should we
didn't
take it
have
out and
time.
put it on the board?
Whatever. You guys, I get no respect around here. I think
Who
I have
was that?
quit.
Who was
I
that
have
comedian?
quit.
Was it Dangerfield?
Yeah,
He has-
Rodney Dangerfield.
I looked him up to look at his comedy. He's like, I get no respect. I get no respect around here. I just want.
I didn't like him. I mean, he was probably a nice guy, but his humor was not my kind of humor.
All I remember is that one part.
What did she say?
I don't know.
Anyway, this is a Lina's Pin Keep pillow from JBW, and it's another kit we got this year. And it's 1/1. And this was a kit, like I said. And then this is what I have done so far. It's just an alphabet, and it has, it's actually going to be turned in, you can either make it a pillow, which it came with a velveteen, or you can do whatever you want with it, but it's got the velveteen and things that's on the front here included. So, but that I've worked on some. This is a fun thing to work on when I don't want to think, because it's 1/1 and it's the same color and you don't have to change floss. Okay, what's this one? Oh, I don't want to tell you about that one. That one's boring.
Okay.
Ooh, I worked a lot on this one too. Hands-on design, Wally the Walrus.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Yep. And this.
He's a little long in the tooth.
Oh, it's not Wally. It's not Wally.
Where did you get Wally from? And who's Wally?
Oh my gosh. Shoot. I haven't done Wally yet. Sorry. Oh, you guys. Okay.
Well, hello there.
Okay.
What
I
a
didn't
whale
really
of
do
a good
Wally
time.
the Walrus. I'm doing Whale Hello There. I was going to say that walrus didn't
hello
look
there.
right. There's a whole set of these, so that's why it.
I want to know who
I think
Wally
there's
is,
6.
though.
Wally's the walrus.
Oh, but you're doing a
But I'm
whale.
doing a
Hello
whale.
there.
Yeah. So I've gotten quite a bit of the whale done. He's not got much more. I mean, it's just a little teeny tiny ornament, so. And this, the last, I don't know, one of them, all the proceeds from the sale of the pattern goes to Special Olympics.
Oh, I love
I
that.
think it's the whale, actually.
I love
the whale
that.
hello here. Yeah, I thought that was really nice. Kathy Haberman gives the proceeds.
That's awesome.
We're doing that. We have several quilts for sale in the shop, old vintage quilts that people have given us. They'll have grandma will pass away and everybody takes a quilt, but grandma made a lot of quilts. Like my mom made over 100 quilts.
Oh, wow. I didn't know she made that many.
And so the family members, you know, you can only use so many old quilts. So we have several that were gifted to us by family members. And instead of me putting them in a tote and storing them, I've decided I'm going to sell them. We actually did sell one last week, and all of the proceeds from the quilt sales will go to Quilts of Valor. We have a local Quilts of Valor group here
Yeah.
in the vicinity in our town. So we're going to give the proceeds so that they can buy fabric and make the. They won't use them as Quilts of Valor. They will use the proceeds for Quilts of Valor. So and we have some other things like quilt frames and embroidery hoops and things that people have given us. So we're going to sell those as a charity gift. And we get huge big quilt frame, like the big round ones. Like we had one
Yeah.
I brought down this morning.
Hand quilting frame.
Yeah, and some wooden embroidery stretcher frames. So anyway, we've got some of that. Anytime you see a vintage item like that, any of the proceeds that we get, we're going to be giving those to Quilts of Valor. So just so you know. Okay, this is my little Shepherd's Bush Goodness and Grace, and it's the Shepherd Fold group. There's 5 of them. This is the pillow I've been working on forever and ever and ever. And here is what I have done. I'm starting to fill in things.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got some specialty stitches.
Love that.
That's
basket.
fun. So there's my. I haven't had a lot of time to work on stuff. Are you busy? I'm busy.
I'm super busy. So you're gonna have a lot of finishes in 2024
You think?
because you're going in.
come on.
You know what? You're going into 2024
With
very
some-
well positioned.
Are you think?
like
I'm
with
not
the number
sure
of
about
projects and how far you are?
that. So
love
here
it.
is.
That's a nice linen.
Oh, I hope I brought my. Okay, good. This is Little House Needleworks Heart of America. And that's, I've shown that several times lately, but I've gotten, this. It's in my Nurge frame.
Your nurse frame.
Yeah, it's
Is-
going to be a big one.
Is the white the ant lace?
Yep, the ant lace, antique lace. Anyway, so I started down here on Land of the Free. I've gotten the border done over here and then started this border, and then this is going to go clear across the bottom. Land of the Free, I
That
think
looks
is what it says.
nice.
Yeah, so, and it's got buttons and
That
things
is
on it.
pretty.
So that's
That linen. What color is the linen? I like that linen.
I don't
There's
know.
something about this.
Okay, let's see.
linen.
It's right here.
That
It's a
looks really
piece that
nice.
was given to me.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Vintage
28 count vintage antique ivory.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, and it came with the who gave it to me.
Man, it's a nice piece.
Yeah,
Wax.
so and it's on my Nurge frame. So I didn't even take them off my frames. I never take them off my frames. I should, because it's gonna make creases.
Why do
in my-
people take them off their frames,
Because-
press them, and then put them on a board for Flosstube? That seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work
Why do they do all that?
to make them look nice. Because technically, you're supposed to, I think, take them out of your frame if you don't want to make creases. Q-snap doesn't do that. Q-snap
Okay.
keeps them rounded, but this Nurge frame, it makes a good crease around the edge.
Good crease.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So-
for the framers, they already got their work cut out for
Yeah, so anyway.
them. Half the job's done.
So what else am I supposed to tell them about?
I don't know. Did we cover everything? Do we have anything to tell them?
I'm going to miss you guys. You know, if there was a way that Peter and I could figure out how to do it, me in Florida and him up here, we would, oh, that would be bad. But we're going to be at least a month.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like the
4
25th.
weeks. We're going to go on a little 4-week hiatus.
Yep. I'm going to be cross-stitching and doing samples in Florida, and we have lots of people visiting, so I'll be busy. But
I might try to figure out what my next leather project's going to be.
how about your next cross-stitch? How about finish your Santa?
I do need to finish that Santa before
Did you find
Christmas.
it? Did you find your Santa?
It's got to be at least 2 bags.
You were going to look for it 2 weeks ago. Okay, you guys,
I don't know.
have a Merry Christmas, and we will see you in the new year, and happy stitching. Love you, bye.
Bye.
Bye.